Hello, everybody. You are here completely live, nothing pre-recorded with Silverstein. What a day it's been. We announced not one, but 2 albums coming out in 2025. Anti-Bloom, we're going to talk all about it, but thank you so much for joining us. We're in Las Vegas right now. How's everyone feeling?
Not sure much we already heard. We've been talking a lot.
We've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
We're talking amongst ourselves. And
Yes.
obviously this weekend is When We Were Young. Huge festival. We're really excited about that. But we're entering Silverstein season right now.
Yeah, the leaves are starting to fall. It's getting a bit chillier. Time to
Not
cozy
here.
up
Yes.
with some new music.
Some new
Confession.
music. Confession, the new song, out today, out now.
Out now.
Has everyone
Everywhere.
checked it out? I hope so. We are live on a bunch of different platforms. There are comments you can leave, and we will see them. Well, we won't see them, but someone will see them and relay them to us. And we're also doing a contest, apparently. Yes. I don't know what we're giving away. A new car. We're giving away some stuff. Prize pack with some autographed vinyl and some merch. So make sure that you stream this, share this on your socials, and tag us. And if you do that, we will announce a winner at the end to thank someone for tuning in. But thank you all for being here.
Absolutely.
Shall we jump into the first little video that we're going to play and talk about the new record?
I think we should, Shane.
I think it's a great idea, Josh.
Sounds like a great
Get in the
time.
mix, buddy. Yeah, I like that. What is it? I actually don't know what the video is.
It's going to be a video.
Okay, cool.
It's coming.
Be a surprise for
It's like a commercial.
It's a commercial? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Look at these good pictures.
These are nice. Yes. I don't know if we're supposed to be seeing these pictures yet. I think that's the next segment. But we do have a new record. It is coming out February 21st of 2025. You can pre-order it now, silversteinmusic.com. We got some very, very cool merch. How about that artwork?
Artwork's fantastic.
Isn't it great?
Yep.
a lot to digest.
It really pops on the screen we're looking at here. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. So I guess we're going to run through some photos and talk about them and talk about our experience. A lot of people know that we recorded both these albums out in Joshua Tree, California, which was a really good experience. Maybe not for Bill entirely. We'll get to that.
Well, I did wear my Joshua Tree t-shirt to celebrate.
I do like
I
that.
got at the Joshua Tree station trading post.
Big Josh.
Big Josh.
Yeah.
Hey, man, no free ads, okay?
Little Josh, Big Josh. Yes. Yeah.
It's really, really good. So what we have photos we can see and talk about. Look at that
Yes,
guy.
we do.
That's me. I was probably singing Confession at that moment, maybe.
Probably the vibiest vocal booth we've ever seen, right? Chandeliers and lanterns.
It was a good vibe. I do have a thing when I'm recording vocals. I like the lights to kind of be a certain way, and I'm a little bit finicky about it. I don't think it really makes me sing any better, but
It's got to.
Really
Pretty
gets me in the
vibey
right
vocal
mindset.
performance you had there, Shane. So I think maybe it did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the
absolutely.
vibe, I mean, the Joshua Tree vibe was real.
Everything on a dimmer helps,
Yeah.
right? All the lights.
Yeah.
You can dial that.
It's true.
Right
Every
there.
night when the sunset, we witnessed the sunset most nights. You'd go
Yeah.
outside, you'd watch the sunset, we'd go back in, it'd get dark, you'd hit that dimmer just to the right setting,
Yeah,
and then we'd play out the rest of the evening with whatever,
100%.
Vibey vocal takes,
Boy,
guitar
did it
riffs,
ever get dark,
whatever.
too. My goodness. All right, we got more photos? What's up? What's next? Let's talk about the photos.
I want to see some photos. Really, only studio we've ever worked in that had windows.
Yeah.
That's
True,
true.
yeah, look at
And
Right?
there's one now.
Right,
And there you can see that, the light coming in there. It was a beautiful view. That was a huge, maybe not 10-foot window, but pretty
It
close.
was massive.
Pretty big. It looked like a giant TV because the scenery was almost like unbelievable. It was like
Yeah, and it's really cool too. That all the books behind us were
Real books.
They were real books, and it was it wasn't just like the Home Depot thing you can put on your wall like tack up. It was real, and it was cool because the room was such a big wooden room, but the books and everything dampened the sound really nice.
a diffuser wall. Yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
That's Sam, our producer. Lovely guy.
His arms look so long in this photo.
Not accurate.
Crazy.
Photoshops.
All the better to mix with.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, it was great. Great console in there too.
Yeah, it's really good for putting your Mac keyboard just right on top.
There was plexiglass.
We were using it.
Yeah.
Haters will say it's fake, but we did use it. He just,
Yeah.
you know, you see the faders are not all just, you know, pushed all the way.
Yeah.
What's next? We got another photo. All right.
The board.
That was the board, which is at my house here in Las Vegas right now. I have the board. I should have brought it. And do we have all the songs? Are
Yeah.
those Photoshop like,
Redacted.
covered out?
Redacted, yeah.
Redacted.
I posted the unredacted version if people want.
Yeah, so
I
go
think
to,
so
go to
did I.
Paul Mark's
Go to my
Instagram,
Instagram.
Bill's Instagram. If you wrote the real behind the scenes, this is how we track the whole process, right? This is
Yeah. Well, if you're really savvy and you want to go through that, you can look at how many blobs there are and how many songs we had. We actually had, I think it was 25 completed demos that were all pretty good. And when some bands say, "Oh, we recorded like 50 songs," it's like they didn't really record 50 songs or write 50 songs. It's like they might have had 50 ideas. We had 25 full 20 songs.
I think with unlimited time, we could have done a triple record, and would not have dipped in quality at all.
We
Yeah.
probably could have. But the thing was there are not 25 songs done. You can see that some of them got scratched out, those red lines. But we did end up with a lot of songs, which is why we decided to put it into 2 different records.
Let's talk about the board for a second. Okay, so you can see the various X's that are already up there.
Yep.
The process was when you completed a task, you got to make an X on the board. Every different instrument or something was its own color. And some people were better at drawing a perfect X than others.
That's true.
I'm not going to name any names, but
Paul?
not the
Paul
best.
isn't that good.
Not the
It's funny
best, I'm
'cause
sorry
I'd
to
say
say.
he has the neatest handwriting in the band.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not a good extra.
Yeah.
But see, it,
And the straight edge.
no, no,
edge guy can't
it
draw an
is,
X.
I think, Edge Day today, straight edge, you know.
Okay.
Right, but
For those who
regardless,
celebrate.
for those who celebrate, the thing about it too is that, like, yeah, I'd go up there and do the X. Shane would take the board off
Yeah.
and put it on the table and do it neatly. That's way easier to do it that way than to do it this way.
X's are forever, man. You gotta do it
I
right.
know. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, it was with marker. You couldn't like.
There's no redoing it.
There's
I
no-
was up there trying to correct some of your
Yeah, I know.
sloppy penmanship up there, I'll say.
Yeah,
Do we know what song that was that Paul had just finished on drums at that moment? I look pretty happy about it.
that's early on.
I think it might be. I'm gonna say it's a song on Pink Moon.
Wow.
Oh,
Bill,
I know what it is. No. Because the
mic'd
titles
up.
are written alphabetically.
They are.
I
think it's the
People
song.
tune into
You are
this.
mic'd
if
up,
people
right?
tune
I know.
into this live,
I was mic'd up.
If you go to my Instagram, you can see. But I believe the
Yeah,
song
yeah.
is called Autopilot.
I think so too.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's alphabetical.
Well, hey, we can build the folklore around Pink Moon. That's the second record that's going to come out sometime next year.
Sometime next year.
But that's what's great is we get to announce the whole thing today.
Yep.
But Anti-Bloom is what you can pre-order right now. You can see the artwork. You can get the track listing. You can listen to Skin and Bones and Confession.
That's right. That's right. And
Fantastic.
that's the big news of the day is the new song, Confession. I'd say one of our favorites from the record.
Yeah.
Huge
I
vibe.
mean, it's got vibe. It's got a big tune.
Big tune energy, yeah.
Yeah. And that was one I think we knew pretty early in the process that it was going to be like one of the singles, I think. And so I think everybody's liking it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm liking it. That's all that really matters to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Well, but it is true.
Yeah, I gotta like it.
If you can't stand behind it, which I think all the 5 of us can, you know, it's like that's the most important thing. And I think, yeah.
Okay, Rick Rubin. You know
Well-
the fans come. The audience comes last.
Well, one thing that I did think was like a little different for us is when we had all these songs, we had these 25 songs. I think all of us were really worried about losing some of them, because like when you have 25 songs and you've worked on them, and they become like a part of you, it's like okay, we're gonna just release 10 of them, and then 15 are gonna get scrapped. So I remember we had kind of a arduous voting process of like which songs are the best, and I think Confession was going to make the top 10 for sure. But then Paul had the idea to be like, well, we don't want to cut these songs, they mean a lot to us, why don't we just make a double record?
Yeah,
And
and
then we
I
did
think
it.
also with the 25 years of the band and all the stuff that's going to happen in 2025, some of which that's already announced, it's like nice to be able to have songs to release all year long and not just have a quick 10 songs and that's it. Like, yeah, it definitely extends the whole celebration a little bit.
Absolutely. We got more photos up there?
Next.
Oh,
It's a beautiful shot
Yes.
of the room.
that is a great shot.
And that, yes, that is a big window. I know it's kind of whited out there, but it's a
How
big
many times
window.
in your career, Paul, could you play drums and look out a window in a studio?
Never.
Never.
Yeah,
That's never
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, usually it's for. I mean, they say for the audio and the sound and the reflections, but I mean that room sounded incredible. Out of the gate, you know. I mean, our producer says like the best drum sounds he's ever heard. Like, sounded great. It was fun to play in there.
He's a drummer.
Actually, an even bigger window behind you there, just covered by curtains.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's true.
Is that a Keplinger?
That might be a Keplinger. Yeah. I don't know. It might be. The real ones will know. Yeah.
Very nice.
Or
Is
no
that some
poultry.
kind of snare drum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very expensive.
How
I
much?
think he took the Keplinger
Well-
back at that point. I don't know.
Oh.
Was it our friend?
It was our friend.
That Keplinger.
Costs
Yeah.
a lot of money to rent a
Yeah.
snare drum.
Yeah. It does. It does.
Oh, any more photos? You want to talk more about drums?
That's fine. I'll have my own live stream about drums.
Did we like properly say that the studio in Joshua Tree was on like 35 acres of sort of
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go,
that's
buddy.
it.
Look, it's you too. You're-
That's not even the main studio room. That was the cabin. That's a little bit up the road, which was like we would go in there to like write a part, or Paul had a drum kit in there and practice. But it
There's
was
also
nice.
a very nice toilet up there. Big windows in the restroom, so you could look out on the desert while doing some serious.
Or
And-
the desert
and-
could look in on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was the outdoor shower. Who used the outdoor
I
shower?
use it all the time.
Yeah, outdoor
I
shower.
love it. Can't keep me away from an outdoor shower.
Yeah, it was good. No, it was just a good vibe up there. I mean, yeah, we had some of our guests stay there, like Wyatt, stayed up there for a little bit. Yeah, it's just like 35 acres, super private, surrounded by Joshua trees. There's one right there.
They're so spiky. Do not touch
Yeah,
them.
they're the coolest looking thing ever. Yeah,
Cool. Josh, you made a great tree. Thanks for that.
this Josh's tree. Yeah,
Pleasure.
yeah, the sunsets every night, absolutely gorgeous.
So yeah, that was the other direction out of the main studio.
Bill, I do think it kind of is very close to your close side of your little accident.
I believe so. Yes,
I think just off frame to the left there. I think is
Is
right. Is
where
that the tree you went into?
I crashed the dune buggy.
I think we got a dune buggy shot on
There's
this.
probably a,
God,
probably
We're
a-
gonna get to it in the slideshow.
Oh,
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, there it is. Perfect segue.
That is perfect.
Nice.
And that's the studio owner, Chris, who actually is in Blind Melon, the band Blind Melon. No Rain, great song. Also, and probably not about Joshua Tree, but makes a lot of sense. And yeah, he brought this dune buggy out for us randomly one day.
We just got to the studio and it was there,
Yeah.
like just parked in front.
Yeah, it was. Like, yeah.
And he set up kind of like a track really around the different studio buildings, and you could get that thing up pretty fast. And Bill did.
Well, he kind of got the idea of like what we could race and time our laps.
I actually found all the lap times in my phone
Yeah,
this morning.
and was like egging us on because like he was really good.
He's
at it.
so fast.
You know, like he would ride it a little bit more dangerously than we would, but then it kind of provoked us to like, well, if he can do it,
He was a childhood. Do you guys know this? Did I tell you this?
no.
He was a childhood soapbox derby champion.
Well, it all checks
He
out.
has a soapbox car in the like Hall of Fame of soapbox derby racing.
It all makes sense then.
Yeah.
But yeah, incredible guy. His whole family was so hospitable during the whole process. But this was just like kind of the extra like treat of just like you could do a take, and when your take was done, they hop in the buggy, do a couple laps. Was, you know,
Put an X on the board.
yeah.
Okay, Bill.
Hop in the buggy.
In,
Well, yes.
in your own words, please.
Well, I think my main problem, there's Josh in the buggy there. First thing is I'm definitely the biggest guy. So getting in and out of the buggy was a little bit more tough. On this one particular day, I think I decided to take the track in like a different order or route, and I had gained too much speed going around a corner. And there was sort of some sand that you can see pushed up the sides there, and I just kind of hit the sand and lost
Rolled the
control,
buggy.
rolled the buggy into a
Into a cactus.
cactus, and was pulling cactus thorns out of my elbow for, I would say, weeks.
Yeah,
Were you pulling the cactus?
Well,
out of your
it was a
elbow?
collaborative effort, Josh.
but I think while Mark and I discovered you, I think we were like, huh, Bill just rolled into the cactus. We should probably go help him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just like, that doesn't look all right.
You were just dead silent. Like, you were in shock right away. You
Yeah.
just didn't even say anything.
And then we walked over and you're like, I rolled the buggy. You're like, yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was a cactus.
the buggy was designed, I think it's a children's
It is,
buggy. It's not adult size.
So it fits child-size adults. Like you
Yeah,
follow.
yeah. I mean, at one point, Sam and I did get in there. We did a lap.
Yeah.
Tandem?
So, yeah, yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
built
tandem.
for two kids kind of thing. Like there's two seats
Yeah.
in it.
I mean, then we stalled it. We had to push it back. But I mean, Sam and I were in there for a minute. Yeah.
That's the thing, Bill. The deck was sort of stacked against you because the more we drove it, the more dirt got loosened and like pushed up.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the braver we got because we'd gotten used to it. So it's just like really a perfect storm. I'm not surprised somebody rolled it.
Yeah.
And I'm also not really surprised it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I took the loop where we parked the cars the opposite way,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't think either of the Teslas were there. We were calling it Tesla Alley.
Right. And when they're not there, you can gun it. 'cause you
So
got
and I
it.
kind of just
Yeah.
I took the corner of it too fast with my my demise.
Real action
Alright.
shot there.
That is, I'm going pretty fast.
Yeah.
Still wearing those
Is that
pants.
you there?
God, you almost got white pants.
I guess so. Well, that might be Sam, but it's a little hard.
So, man.
All right, we got more photos, but it's what's next?
What? Oh.
Oh.
I don't condone this. I'm just saying.
I would say being from Canada, we're not huge gun toters,
Yeah.
but
But
we did have some BB guns that we really enjoyed firing. Do we have a count on how many BBs we fired?
I think we shot around 10,000 dingers. Yeah.
In 5 weeks. That's 2,000 shots a week.
Jeez, we could go down to the second on that one.
That's crazy. Well, again,
Yes.
one of those treats that the studio owner is just like, oh, here's some BB guns and a giant pool of BBs. Just have at it.
And we
I
still have
guess.
all of our eyes too. It's great.
Nothing like, doing a little work and then clearing your head by stepping right outside the studio door and shooting some cans.
They had a great little target area. With my favorite was the hanging down spatula.
Oh, yeah.
Made a great sound.
It's
Great
recorded. It
Yes,
made
we
the album.
actually-
It made, what song is the
It's in
recorded?
It's in Mercy Mercy.
Where?
Ding.
It kind of
is
sounds
it
like
with
a bell.
a ride or it's just?
No, it's on its own.
They
How
mic'd
did I
it
not
up.
know
I
this?
wasn't
We
there
mic'd
that
it
day
up.
either
Did
for some
mic it
reason.
up.
Yeah. It was like a weekend. The boys were getting a little crazy with
End
the
of Saturday,
hazy sunset. You know, yeah, we're going nuts. But we did. We brought a phone out there and tracked it off an iPhone, which is weirdly an implement we used a lot recording this album.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna want to pre-order Anti-Bloom because the first track is Mercy Mercy.
Yeah.
If I can say that. We're giving
out
away.
there,
there.
yeah.
We're
The track
giving
list
away.
is out.
Yeah.
Track list is out.
Track
Okay.
list is out, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You can pre-save the whole album.
That's how you see the track listing. You pre-save it.
It's also on the
Which you should
pre-order
pre-save
page.
Anti-Bloom, our new album, February 21st,
right.
2025.
You can hear the dinger.
You should get
on
the
that
like
first
first track
track.
Chiron thing going at the bottom. It just says that. Pre-order it. Pre-order it.
Who was the best at shooting the dingers? Would you say?
Josh.
I think it's Josh for sure.
I
Josh-
did enjoy shooting
Josh did get
dingers.
really. He did get really good at it.
That would have been a good question for the upcoming games.
Oh yes.
Component.
We'll get to that.
Cool, cool.
Nice.
All right. How many more
Next.
slides we got?
What else we got here?
Ah, more dinger
someone
pics.
gets
More
How
dinger
much joy
pics.
it brings us
And
to
you're wearing
shoot
your
dingers.
shooting glasses.
Josh, you look so cool.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you could have been a character in Pulp Fiction or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the character in Pulp Fiction with the big purple cardigan.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, what else we got here?
Next slide, please. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. So we're in this.
Oh, that's just a wide angle
Yeah.
of Josh in his purple sweater.
We did shoot a lot of BBs. It's true.
That shot reminds me of the crazy snake that tried to attack us.
Oh.
That's just me standing near some J trees.
I mean, that's just the studio property. That looks like
property, yeah.
a park,
Yeah.
but no,
Joshua
that's-
and Joshua.
you got to watch where you step when you're walking out there, though, because there's all kinds of critters.
Yeah, that big snake I found.
Big snake you found.
Some hairs.
Some hares. That's
Scary
the
stuff.
two we know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's all the photos I heard.
That's all the photos.
That's all the photos.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Great photos.
Yeah. What else?
Fun
to
to walk down memory lane.
What
I
else
love
to talk
memory
about
lane.
this? I guess we just want people to know that the record's coming February 21st.
Yep.
UNFD. Records. Thank you. They're here. They're here in the studio. They're the best. And go pre-order the record now, and listen to our song "Confession."
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing today.
Yeah. Just on repeat.
Yeah, I did listen to it earlier.
Oh, I've been listening.
And I was like, oh yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, it's good.
This is good.
It's good. And the video's
big
out too.
track.
You can also watch the music video for Confession. Go check it out.
Stunning
Yeah.
visuals.
Shout out
Sweet.
to our boy Wafka
Yeah.
for making another lovely video.
That's right. Yeah, it is out now.
Just
All right. Well, I guess we'll talk about this. Yes, 25 years of noise. Because our band is officially 25 years old now.
That's
in
crazy.
January. January is our official birthday, right?
Is that actually when it started?
Yeah.
In January.
Our first practice was January of 2000. We got through Y2K.
Yeah, you're like,
We're
all
we gotta
right.
start an emo band. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We knew it would be nice and easy to start it then, so that if we went for like 25 years, we'd have a good timestamp for celebration.
New
Just
millennium.
right at the beginning of
Yeah.
the year. Yeah.
Yes, and we're going to be embarking on our biggest tour we have ever done, starting in January of 2025, with our friends in Thursday. I can't say that other band yet, can I?
You can't.
I can't.
Oh, no,
I
so-
almost did it.
No, but
I
it's
almost
great.
said the secret
in
band.
the comments, you can maybe suggest or
Guess.
guess
They
who
could
you
guess
think
the
that
band.
that middle band is on our lineup.
Yes,
Guess
I
is
know
better.
it. I know
like-
who it is.
The suggestions always kind of make me laugh. It's like, you think we don't know? Like, you don't think we already have it?
Oh, we know.
we
Everyone
know.
knows.
We have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when we did post that up with the TBA band, people were hitting me up, be like, "You need a band, you need
Yeah,
a band, you need a
exactly.
band."
Yeah, I
So, yeah, but we do have the band, and they're awesome, and we're excited. And yeah, tickets available for that right now. And then after we do the U.S. and Canada version of the tour, we're going to Europe as well,
And the United Kingdom.
and the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom
different.
apparently isn't Europe.
We start in the United Kingdom, then we go to Europe. Yeah.
What continent is the U.K. in then?
They Brexited.
Okay. Okay.
It's its own
I
thing.
don't
Its
think
own
we need to
continent
get
now.
into UK politics.
We don't need to
wants
get
to
into
talk about
that.
it?
We will get into that.
All we know is that we're getting on a plane and then we get there and then we play a bunch of shows. And that's
right.
great.
That's right. We do have to take a boat between.
Do we? I thought it was
The
a...
ferry?
Yeah, fair.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, that very.
Yeah.
The like Dover Calais. Got it. I remember
Yeah.
that only kind of.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
So we're talking about some of the 25-year memories we have here, like our first show. Who remembers our first show?
I remember it like it was 25 years ago.
Yeah, for real. We played at a church, and it was kind of awkward because I think at some point the guy started preaching, like the church owner.
Yeah. Back in
Like-
the day, wasn't that many places you could put on a show for, more aggressive music, and it was often a little rental hall at, like a VFW hall or a church basement or something like that, and we needed to do a show, so we just found a local church and did it, and the guy was like, "Yeah, no problem, you can come in and do that." He didn't maybe let us know that he was gonna get up and do a little preach in the middle there, but
Kind of sounds like the Chariot show.
yeah.
What songs did you guys play? Do you remember that?
Yes.
We played 5 songs?
Drop
played-
the set list.
We played 5 songs. I don't know if we started with Waiting 4 Years,
I think we did.
Yeah.
or we might have played it last. But we definitely played Waiting 4 Years, Friends in Fall River, Summer Stellar Gaze, My Consolation, and
Forever and a Day?
I don't think we played
Wasn't
Forever and a
that-
Day. I don't
wasn't
think that
done
was
yet.
that song had been done yet. What's the other one on that record? Someone in the comments is probably.
Check
Actually, I'd be surprised
setlist.fm,
if they
see if
are.
it's up
Say,
there.
Wish I could forget you?
Wish I Could Forget You,
Wish
of
I Could
course.
Forget You.
Yeah, yes,
the
that
best
was
one.
They were the only
Yeah.
songs we had, so
Yep.
We had
that's what
5
we played.
songs, yeah.
Yep. What about your first show? Do you remember it like it
We
was
had to play a
13
lot
years
of
ago?
songs
I
that
was
day.
gonna say,
How many
like,
songs did you play in your first show?
I played 35. It was short tour. It was at Smalls, right?
Pittsburgh.
In
Mr.
Pittsburgh.
Smalls, Pittsburgh, yep.
Yeah, 35. No big deal. Went fine, I think.
22 were short songs.
That's true, but I mean,
That's
I don't
a lot
think you still got to remember
still
all the
22
parts.
parts,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like doesn't really get that much easier.
just repeat them less.
It was a really funny first tour for you to do.
Super weird,
Like,
yeah.
It
We were
was a
in a
weird. It was
van.
one of the weirdest tours ever. It was like, yeah, we'd already been in a bus for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years at that point. But we went back into a van to do this weird mini tour in small rooms.
Yeah.
We were like, I guess it was your initiation or
Yeah,
something.
I had to grind it out a little bit, but yeah, it was fun.
I think for us, we thought it was like kind of like endearing, and you were like, okay, guys,
Yeah.
this is what it's gonna be like. That's fine.
It's like, I gotta drive this van. I have a picture of me driving that van with Bill, actually. We took it back to Toronto after. So I remember that, yeah. I feel like there was maybe a fill-in time way before that I could probably remember. but-
Well, you did the tour when you filled in for Josh.
Yep.
Hurt my back, and I couldn't do guitar.
That
So-
was, what year was that?
2011.
2011.
So I think
Sounds
maybe
right.
even before that, I filled in for Bill.
Bill hit the fly.
Maybe
I don't
for,
even remember that.
I played bass for 4 shows.
4 shows?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
like Midwest. area.
Midwest, like, yeah, we played like,
Leading out to the Western Canadian tour. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a
man.
wicked day, I remember.
2009. No.
So I've been around the block, I guess.
You have been.
Yeah.
Been around.
But I think the first show I was ever on tour with you for was unofficially, I think, was like London or something. But remember I like stage dove and like broke my wrist or something?
You broke your wrist?
It wasn't actually broken,
was
but it was
bad.
quite bad.
That was Quebec, wasn't
That
it?
was Quebec,
Too bad,
yeah.
So,
There you go.
Josh, can you explain to the people how you hurt your back? It's kind of a funny story.
So, we travel around a lot. And we were on tour in Australia doing this big touring festival called Soundwave. And all the bands fly between the shows because Australia, a very big, spread out country. And I was sat next to somebody that worked for Seven Dust. And the gentleman was large. And I spent the duration of the flight, and it was one of the longest flights in Australia over to the
Yeah.
west side of
Probably like 5
Australia to
hours or
Perth.
something, right?
About a 5-hour flight. So I was like wrapped around this guy. He was spilling into my seat. And it didn't feel very good. And I got up off the flight after that and went to play the show. And just first chord, I like did a big old rock move and something tweaked in my back and I couldn't feel my hand. Yeah, I guess I herniated a disc from being wrapped around this guy for 5 hours and had some severe nerve damage and couldn't feel my hand for the better part of a year.
Oh, my God.
Did a lot of rehab and physiotherapy and all that. That was an interesting time. That was the last show of the Australian tour, and then we had to fly to Hawaii and play a Hawaiian show on the way home, and that was agony. But we got through it all, and then I thought I would be healed up in time to go to Europe, which was like, I think,
A
2
week
weeks later,
later
a
or
week
something?
later.
Yeah,
But I was not, and
That guy doesn't even know the pain he caused you.
doesn't.
Yeah, he will now. He's definitely watching.
Yeah. But I don't want to blame him. I want to blame the airlines. They
Yeah.
keep cramming the seats closer and closer together, trying to squeeze every penny out of us. And I think it would be a lot nicer if we had a little room to sit on those planes.
Amen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, today they actually announced that Warped Tour is coming back for 3 dates. No
2025.
word yet on whether we'll be a part of it. We're not saying anything about it, but it's back. But we were a big staple of Warped Tour for a long time. As we're talking about our 25 years of being a band, does anyone have any fun Warped Tour memories?
Oh my goodness.
I think I counted somewhere in the neighborhood of 250 shows we have played on Warped Tour
Oh my God.
over the years.
which including travel days and stuff, you're almost about a year on Warped Tour at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah, that we've
Crazy.
spent in our lifetime.
It's a long year.
That is crazy.
It's a lot
But-
of porta potties.
Yeah.
I'll never forget our first Warped experience. I think we got last minute offered to jump on the Boston area
Yeah.
show. And we were unprepared. Warped Tour, you go and you see all the bands have like these nice tents that they set their merch up in underneath. We didn't have a tent. We didn't even have chairs. So I think we pulled one of the bench seats out of the van and chucked that
We literally sold merch on the ground.
on the ground. Yeah, no table.
4 doors.
No, yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
were outside
Literally
the gates.
at doors,
So-
like physically beside
so
the doors.
Captive audience, though. 'cause
I can
everybody's sitting there
remember
waiting.
I can remember really well what happened. So we showed up. We were told we were on at 3:00, and we're like, "Yeah, hi, we're Silverstein." They're like, "All right, you're on first." We're like, "Okay, we told you we were on at 3:00. No, you're on first." So we're like, "Okay, well, I don't know." So we went. We set up our gear, and the Warped Tour. It's like usually the doors are like at 11, right? and we were playing at like 11:15 kind of thing in the morning. Not a great time. However, instead of opening the doors and everybody going to the main stage to watch the big bands and all that, the stage we were on was called the hardcore stage, and it was kind of right by the entrance because it was just a makeshift like stage. So they didn't open the doors completely. They only opened the doors to the area where we were playing. So people were forced to watch us. So at 11:15, we probably played to like probably like 4,000 people, which at the time was like, we didn't even come close to playing to that many people. And it was like an awesome show. And then of course, 3 o'clock, I went down there and there's like nobody at that stage because, I don't know, some like the Offspring or something is playing on the main stage. But yeah, that was 2003, I think.
Yeah. Wild.
It's crazy. We got lucky there. We got very lucky.
Warped
Warped
Tour,
Tour.
crazy time.
Warped Tour, crazy time. Coming back. Get your tickets. $149.
I feel like Warped Tour doesn't start to me until like the 15th consecutive show. You know, when you get like 15 in a row, that's when Warped Tour begins.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, when it always sort of like
show?
one or two, and then
Yeah.
like 2 days off. That's not Warped
Yeah,
Tour.
you're
The
like-
17 in a
yeah.
row. That's Warped
That's how
Tour.
you
That's what
know
causes
it's
you to
finally
become
started.
warped.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
When you haven't showered in about, so long as you ever went with out showering, Josh. I know you had
on
a
the old
record.
Warped Tour there. I think maybe 11 days.
Me too.
It just becomes the same after
it's
about
not
7 or
good.
8. It's like once
it
another
just
day.
doesn't matter if
Yeah,
you
you
shower.
build up a protective layer of filth.
All right. We got something fun we're gonna do right now, right? People, we're gonna do a game. Game time. Whoa.
That's a nice graphic.
Font.
Me too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So how's this gonna work? We're gonna hear some questions and we're gonna answer. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Hi, Kevin. Hello. Thank you very much. We got pads here.
I love this.
Everyone at home say hi to Kevin through the comment section, please.
Thank you.
So here's how's this, oh my gosh, here's how this is gonna work. You all have notepads, and we will ask you questions, hold up your answer, kind of like the newlywed game.
Yeah.
Not to litter too much. Okay, first question. Whose
Don't look at mine.
style has changed the most over the past 25 years?
When do we hold them up? Do we just do it? Do I get to defend the answer or no?
I don't know. I think we don't
think a
just
little bit of
discuss
discussion
the
would
next
be
one.
good.
Yeah, ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Flip it.
Reveal.
Oh, get out of here.
Is everyone different? Two
Billy-
Billies?
Oh,
would
no,
you say,
Billy
Paul?
wins. Billy wins. Billy gets 3.
I said me because 25 years ago I was 10. So I was probably, so I think by default.
I think you're excluded.
Oh, really?
Based on age.
I think of Paul like when he had the long black hair, and you had like the facial piercings and stuff, and now you
I
like,
had one facial piercing. It was the style at the time.
you had one, but you, yes, that's my thing. Why
Fair
do
enough.
we say Billy?
Because he's always a freaky guy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's always one step
actually,
ahead of the
Bill's
curve.
sort of dressing like I did when I was 10. So it's got the big baggy shorts and the t-shirts. Okay.
He's a man of many looks.
No consensus there.
All right, next question. Who takes longest in the shower?
Oh.
Don't even need to wait on this one.
What do you got?
What do you mean, what do I got? Yeah.
What do we got?
It's like definitely
Josh
not
for
me
sure.
at all.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
100%
it's
Josh.
You
We
said
already
2K?
discussed
Yeah.
that sometimes I will go a long time between showers, so
I-
then I have to scour off that layer of filth.
Take several showers at a time.
And I know
Basically.
that. I respect Josh because when I see him going, I'm like, he needs to catch up.
I gotta catch up.
And I respect that.
I also find it very relaxing. It's a bit of a happy place.
Take
So
your time.
I just take
your
refuge
time.
in there, and I'm also very hairy. I find it hard to rinse the soap.
You've earned it, buddy.
Okay, and this one has a photo element.
Oh, photo element.
Whose hairstyle has changed the most?
Oh, I mean,
What am I doing with my arm there?
You always got to do something.
What's going on?
So do we do it?
where do we rank them?
Maybe
Oh, we have to
lower
write it
in.
down.
I mean,
think it's maybe a pretty easy one for me, but
Based on this photo to now, or just over 25 years?
Just wanted a photo reference.
It's fine. It's
we're
fine.
just putting more content on the screen. Thank you, Sandra Stay, for the photo.
All right, we're going.
I think there's only one right answer.
I think
No.
everyone's got a different answer.
No, it's Josh. Josh has had like 4 different hairstyles in the last year.
I do change it often.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That's
but
true.
is the fact that I'm often changing more of a constant?
Oh yeah.
Get out of here, Aristotle.
Bonus, what
Dude,
year
Aristotle.
2006, I think.
It's written on.
2000.
Or 8?
That's 08, yeah.
2000.
Extra bonus.
8. Extra bonus. Do you know how to read numbers?
2008.
Had a lot of hair.
Yeah. 2008 seems about right.
Yeah.
I did forget Josh had long hair.
Recently, even.
Yeah, recently and then yeah.
I forgot.
On the Winchester tour, I think you had long hair still, didn't you? Yeah. A year ago.
Who has the most in-depth pre-show ritual?
I think some
I
are
find
more
myself writing
obvious
these
than
2
others.
letters a lot today.
We've shown him.
I'm sure I'm flipped. I flipped it.
What do you got?
What do you mean? Don't cheat.
I was going with me.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you come in and you always have to take a cold shower.
Oh, that's true.
And then you like every time you do that, and then you
I got a couple Michael Bublé
you
songs.
do quite
I
a
like
bit
to
of
sing.
singing. Yeah.
And then you
All
like
right,
to
I'll
get
change my
all
answer.
amped up
Yeah.
and do some calisthenics.
That's right. Okay, fine. I'll own it.
Making like a half pot of coffee.
Yeah, I
What did
think
you,
Paul's
what did
doing
you
a
guys
lot.
all say?
I think Paul is making a half
Paul,
pot of
Paul
coffee.
plays a lot of drums.
Yeah.
He warms up for like an hour. That's
Maybe it's not that elaborate though. It's just kind of one thing.
that is a lot.
Yeah, maybe mine's the like. I don't know.
So
I
far, I
like-
got 0 votes total. This is great.
I gotta go to the
This is
bathroom
great. I'm
like
just
8
blending
times.
in the background in this. I love this. No one's calling me out. All right, what do we got next?
Who drinks the most amount of water?
He just set that one up. Shane knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I did not know it was
We
coming.
all know.
What, you think I'm producing this?
Yeah.
How many bottles of water?
Yes. Well, that's because I have to sing. You know,
I
the
know.
water helps.
Oh, Shane, before he goes to his bunk, he'll take like 8 bottles of water, like this, bear hug them, and walk to.
And they're all
the back of the
all gone in the morning.
Yeah.
And I really have to pee.
Yeah, easy one.
Nice.
Okay, this one is another photo element. And I would like you to explain this photo.
By writing it down.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
This is words only.
That's a. Well, first of all, where is this? Someone answer.
It's in China.
Shanghai.
Shanghai. So we were playing our only ever show in China. I've only ever been there once.
Flew from Toronto to be.
We
in
did.
China.
And it was a festival, and it got rained out. We had a stage that was covered, but the stage was so tall, and there weren't any sides on it, so the water just came in. So we weren't able to play because all of our stuff was getting soaked. So there was a little bit of a lull. The weather kind of got a little bit better, and the promoter was like, "Hey, a lot of people came from all over the country to to see you guys. Would you mind, Shane? Would you mind playing some acoustic songs?" So they gave me someone's guitar that got ruined, and I did a few songs with Billy holding the umbrella over my head because the second I started playing, it started pouring rain.
Is that
so.
Bill?
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like you have blonde hair.
No, it's kind of
It's just when it gets blonde when it gets wet,
Yeah.
weird.
You know how that happens.
But yes, that was a time. We went all the way to China so I could play like 4 acoustic songs.
All right, speaking of waterworks, who's most likely to cry during a movie?
God.
Questions are too easy.
Seriously, I love it.
Especially if we're on an airplane.
Yeah.
Apparently, scientifically, it is you
Everyone
feel
said
more
Josh. I
emotional
said
on the
me or
airplane.
Josh because I freaking cry during Tim Horton commercials.
Oh yeah,
so
me too. It's the Timbits.
I've definitely walked past, or maybe sat next to you on a flight while you watched The Notebook, and you're just like, just streaming
If
down
the
your
Notebook
face.
is on the plane, I'm watching.
Why are
it,
you
and
doing
I'm
that to
crying.
yourself? I was one and done with the Notebook, man. I don't
so
need to
good.
subject myself to that
It
again.
gets better.
I was a mess 45 minutes after it was over.
Yeah, it'll be
How many more
chill.
we got?
you 2 more questions.
2 more.
Love
Okay.
Most likely to have multiple browser tabs open.
This is a
Well,
toss-up.
I learned this earlier today.
You could have guessed it though.
I could have guessed it.
I'm basing this off of the amount of unread emails on his phone. That number is massive.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Could be.
How many do you think?
I
You
thought it
push
could be me
You
though.
push it 100? How
Same
many you got
answer.
open there?
I
Unread
turned.
emails?
Okay, so I had to turn off the red dots on my phone because I was giving random people anxiety. I'd be in line at the bank and somebody like, "What is going? Why do you have that? What is that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't even see it." But yeah, I know, Josh, you have an anecdote about your browser tabs, don't you?
Yeah, I found all these wonderful websites, and I was trying to go back and visit them again because, I'll be doing something and then something will pop up, catch my attention. I'm like, well, I need to dig into that later, so I keep that tab open. So I had probably about 160
Oh
tabs.
my God.
And then I went to go
think I've
look
ever been
up
to
one of them the other day, and it had crashed, and they were all gone. So I'm starting from 0. But I did the other day spend a lot of time deleting unread emails. I was up over 5,000, and I'm now down to 200.
Have you heard about the bookmark feature?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. Not for me. Not for me.
All right.
And we have one more photo.
Wow.
Okay.
I want you to name what year of work tour this was.
Well, it was the Hurley stage, so that helps, right? It's like GeoGuessr for Warped Tour.
That could
Which
be
one is it?
05,
Pretty good guess.
maybe 06.
Look at the amps too, right?
Yeah.
06, I think.
06 is
we
a
were
good
Hurley on
guess.
06 for half of the tour, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Las Vegas because I thought that was the Luxor in the background, but that's just the top of a tent.
Yeah. You've been here too long, man.
I know.
I don't know. What is that? Is the crowd really small, or is that? Oh, that's just a photo.
Photo
That's
pit.
the photo kit. Yeah, I don't know.
mercy.
I don't. It's hard to.
Yeah,
Warped
that's a
Tour
good
looks
guess.
the same. I don't know where that was. I also don't know what I'm pointing at. God, I guess. Thanks, God.
Oh, mercy.
06 is right.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yes. All right.
Nice
So
work,
now
guys.
we're gonna do some fan questions.
All right.
Okay.
That's part of it.
Do we have to write them down? No. We can just answer them.
You don't have to
I might
remember them.
continue to just because I'm enjoying it.
You want to take notes?
I'm going to take notes on the fan questions. Yeah. Bring it.
Okay. First question from Jabella. Will both albums come together at some point?
Come together.
Right
Come
now.
together. They will be out separately, but maybe after that, maybe we would discuss some kind of a deluxe release, maybe.
Combined package.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah.
But for
Sounds like
now,
something we would do.
it does sound like something that would make
Yeah.
sense to do.
I mean, the albums were. I mean, can we say like the albums were kind of meant as one big body of work, right? And
They are one body of
They're
work.
in 2 volumes, and I think even sequencing wise, once people hear all of it, like album 1 flows into album 2, and all the songs do, kind of have a middle, beginning, and end.
It does
I
all
think
work.
Should we just get right out ahead of this too? There's nothing happens if you play them at the same time.
That's
We've
right.
done
Yeah,
that
we've
before.
done that
You might be
before, yeah.
thinking we're doing that. We didn't do that this time, and I'm not joking. But you go ahead and
You can
waste
try
your
it.
time.
Yeah,
if you
Maybe,
want.
maybe
you can
something
try.
cool.
Yeah,
Put 'em
yeah.
on play
Let us
Wizard
know.
of Oz,
Give
you
yourself
know?
a headache.
Yeah.
Do the lineup. All right.
Wonderful.
Okay, this one's from Twitch. I wonder what's going on with the album art, or what the concept behind the doing 2 albums is.
That's a
gotta-
lot.
Yeah.
big.
Well, I think like we were in Joshua Tree. I think that whole setting really inspired a lot of the visuals and a lot of stuff that we took out of that experience. So I think with working with our designer, who also is very familiar with Joshua Tree, he kind of like channeled all that into the artwork and riffing off of the titles and some of the imagery and stuff that we had. So yeah, it's pretty comprehensive. It's probably our most vibrant and our most intricate album, and the packaging is going to be really, really cool too. So check out the vinyl. Yeah.
Vinyl's sick. We just got the little proof of how it's going to be all die cut and stuff, and it's really, really sick.
Collectors beware.
So.
Yeah.
Can everybody hear Heather with the questions okay? Or are they on the screen, or do we have to? It's good?
Okay,
Okay,
nice.
good. It's good.
Thank you.
Just being sure.
Okay, next one is from YouTube. So is the tour next year focused on the new album?
No, not at all. The tour next year is 25 Years of Noise. We're celebrating our entire catalog, everything we've done, and we're going to be playing something from every single album. So there will be some new stuff played, yes, but it's not an album tour. It is just a definitive tour of our band's history. So if you like the new stuff, great, come out. If you hate it, still come out. So yes.
Really pumped on what we're working on setlist wise.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff.
Yes.
Totally fresh look for your boys.
Yeah. There'll be songs you've never heard played live. There'll be songs that you get to help us choose play live.
There'll be songs you wish you would stop hearing. We're gonna play "See a Bill" 40 to 50 times.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be begging for us to stop doing that.
We're excited. We got a great show.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
All right, this one's from Facebook. Why 2 albums? Was it planned out that way, or did y'all just have a lot of fun recording and writing?
The back half of that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had so many, and they were all good, really good. In fact, some of the ones that got cut are still really good. So, and maybe we'll work on them in the future a little bit more. But we just had so many songs that we just couldn't part with, that we decided that this was the best thing to do. And also, we hadn't done anything like this before, you know, as a band. 25 years, we've kind of released, you know, most of our albums kind of the standard way. So figured let's do something a
Yeah.
little.
If we're gonna roll out the carpet for 25 years, let's have a really cool way to do it with.
25 albums.
Yeah, 25 albums. Yeah.
That's right.
This one's from Twitch. Any chance of a song-by-song podcast again?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we did. For people that didn't check out the Silverstein podcast, we did for Misery Made Me. It's still up there. You can still check it out. And we went into great depth, each song, discussing it and playing demos and stuff. And I'd be down to do it again. It's a lot of work, to be honest. It's
And
a lot
we
of
have even
work.
more songs this time.
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was a good winter project.
It was
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
winter.
maybe it wasn't cold where you were. But
Yeah, no, I was still in a cold place, I think.
weren't we
at that
doing it?
point.
Didn't we do it on Twitch? Or was it that?
We recorded it privately.
Then didn't we do some stuff? Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Though I would do it again. Maybe we'll look at doing that once the record is out, and maybe we've come back from some touring. Maybe in between we can chat about those and play some demos and all that good stuff. So yeah, I like that idea. Thank you.
Favorite song to perform live?
Ooh.
Tough.
do we
Let's
go back
start-
to the pad and
let's-
paper here?
Oh, I do like that. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go.
I actually straight up have no idea what I'm gonna write. I keep dropping this marker.
All right, we'll start with Bill. We can reveal them one by one.
He's still.
What is he writing? Long title.
The longest song ever.
The Ultramarry.
Oh,
The Ultramarry and why, Bill?
No, it's just heavy. It's fun. It's, you know.
It doesn't have to do anything for half of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
that is true. I actually also chose, but I only wrote the altar. 'cause That's the only
Same.
part I play.
Same. Dude.
It is nice having that break, though. We all like that.
I did Skin and Bones because it's the only new song we've been able to play so far because it's been out.
I also did Skin and Bones.
There you go.
So there you go. Look at that. Those are our
You
top
can tell
two
where the
favorite
decision
songs.
makers are sitting.
Yeah, it's a bit of an emotional ride for me, but I do really enjoy it. It gets the blood pumping.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the question.
Bill, you wrote the wrong altar.
whoever they are.
I wrote Alter. It's spelled
Give the question askers a shout out too. So
I
they
did
can hear
wanna
their name
do-
on the internet.
I did want to do a remix of The
Twitch
Altar,
Jack
spelled The
Ladd.
Altar.
Jack Ladd.
Underscore. Which Warped Tour moment was terrible at the time, but is really funny in retrospect?
Probably every time it really rained, really poorly.
Did you get picked up in a porta potty once, Josh?
More than once, yes. See, the thing about Warped Tour is they set it up the day of the show. So you're rolling into town early in the morning, and they're setting up all those stages before the showgoers arrive. And one of the things they're doing is strategically putting out all those porta potties that you've probably used. And you wake up on the bus, and you got to go find your spot to do your morning business. And you don't know if the portal you're using has been placed yet or if it's yet to be placed. So you go, you do your thing, and Sometimes you're in there and you hear a forklift backing up, and you just hope they're not going to fork you up. I got forked up a couple times, and it was not ideal.
Yeah, they don't check if anyone's
They don't
in there.
check. No, so you just gotta like open the door while you're up on a forklift and be like, "Hey, I'm in here.
And
Don't drop me."
I've seen those forklifts drop them too.
Oh yeah, you don't
Not
want to be
good.
dropped in a porta
That's
potty.
scary. Yeah.
Not ideal.
That sounds shitty.
Thank you,
It was
Jack.
quite shitty.
This is the last question,
Okay.
but it's kind of a double question. It's
Like the
from-
double album. Oh, I see what you did there.
From Samantha Lacey on Facebook. How did the titles Anti-Bloom / Pink Moon come to be? What can we expect conceptually from them?
Well, we took a long time figuring out what the titles were going to be, and I don't remember who suggested Anti-Bloom originally, but I thought it was a great title because of where we made the record, in the desert where nothing really grows, and I love that title. And I think Paul can speak to Pink Moon a little bit more because that was something that you sort of championed.
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, and just to build off of like with Anti-Bloom, it's like definitely an area of a lot of death, and like it's a very dangerous place. The desert, the extremes, the heat, the cold, and all that kind of stuff. But I think it was pretty late into the process, like week 4 or whatever, and basically I think Chris, the studio owner, texted me. He was like, "Oh, there's a pink moon outside. So you guys should go check it out." Whatever. Like this is like just how awesome he was. Just like enjoy the environment. So we all like stepped out. Giant pink moon in the sky, which is like a big symbol of like spring, which is rebirth, and kind of like, I don't know, like the positivity in like kind of a dark place, which is like kind of a big angle of a lot of our music. It's like you kind of like go down this like dark well, but then it's like something gives you a realization, kind of repositions your thoughts or whatever. And pink moon's kind of that other like, the hot and cold, like the dark and light of kind of life in a lot of different moments. So yeah, I think that was a good balance between kind of some of the subject matter that you get into on the lyrics, which gets pretty dark at time, and also a little bit brighter at other times. So yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Great. So that's the end of the questions, or are there a couple
If that was
bonus?
the last question, we're gonna pick the contest winner, so I'm gonna have our lovely assistant deliver the winner to you.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yes.
I like this.
You can read.
Oh, we don't need that one written down.
Oh yes, this is someone we know. Well, the thank you everybody for watching this, for sharing this, and I hope everyone's excited for 2025. Silverstein season is upon us, and the winner of the prize pack, thanks to UNFD, etc., is Josie Silverstein.
There
you go, right in the name.
Legal name too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you, Josie. We'll see you. I think we know you're from Germany. We will see you in a few months. Anything else to tell the people before we wrap this up? Anything else I'm forgetting?
Well, tickets on sale for 25 Years of Noise.
Yes.
North America, UK, Europe. Yeah, get the tickets. They're selling fast. Lineup's going to be great.
Pre-order Anti-Bloom right now. It's up. We got some great merch with that too. Don't forget to check out Confession. Tell a friend, tell a loved one, share the song, do your part. Even if you got 17 followers, it still helps. We appreciate everybody for being here, for supporting our band. 25 years, it's been absolutely amazing. And, people tell us every day how much our music means to them. It's really amazing. It's amazing that we've been able to do this long. We don't take it for granted. We love every second of it. And we wanted to kind of finish off with a closing video that our friend Wyatt filmed about us talking about what Silverstein means to us. So we're going to leave you with that. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. 2025 is our year. We'll see you soon. And if you're in Vegas, we'll see you very soon. So peace and love, everybody.
Thank you.
Such a difficult answer because it's been my whole life, my whole life, and some people work a full-time job 40 hours a week. We work a full-time job 3 hours of the week, and it's really just I am it's not much work, and it's been very exciting to have. Just as long as we have and enjoy it and keep going at it and continue to be real proud of our songs. way we go about our business and just our interaction with the fan base. And 25 years and really incredible ride. And I'm surprised to give them the 25 years in. Silverstein means community to me. You know, the members of the band, our road crew, and that's the fans. It's really like people together. From different walks of life, and you make that show or on the forum or online. After the pandemic lockdowns, we really got out of the connect people and we're doing streaming, we're doing Discord on Twitch, and really felt like people coming together as well. Me, in little piece, but means dreams come true. It's probably being able to do this at all, let alone so long, and all within something I wanted, and to achieve that, and to get to do it, it's just absolutely incredible, and something I'm very grateful for. So we're going to send something dear, and been aspirational, like the technique of my easy is just old me, proof that you could do it, and I love my whole life, making music, and if you're from a town, if you feel small, you don't really think that the others make it when you see my do it, and then after relationship on my employers, it's been a job for me, the friends, now it is me. And I just know there's a reason to help use the world, pick up that over and how you interact with this. So that's good. It's free. To me, Silverstein is a bunch of Canadian kids, because I still feel for youthful names in the world, especially Canadian names that really defy what success is, and took micro-genre time where things just kind of was leading bottle, and were able to create this global fan base and this really robust, vast career catalog. It's the bottom, but it's possible. I think we're so this is Canadians that just, I think go through this world, and it's been amazing that we kind of been to places and conversations and so shows that I never would have realized this belonging to. It was just able to make the world our home, and experiencing things that you never been able to do. How do we not have social media to do